friends and neighbors. Welcome to another production of the program. Here we are on TV once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machines and live forever. Good timing. Jackson made it. It's fun. Oh, yeah, it's fun. Sometimes I start the show and people walk in right immediately afterwards, and then I get to say real hellos.
Hello.
Oh, real hellos. Not. Sometimes there's a little bit of a fake hello. Oh, no, those are they're red.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Real hellos.
Hello.
Hello.
Sometimes it's like, maybe we had just gotten, maybe we went together to get the pizza, which we didn't do, and then I come back here and then I say hello again, but it's a little forced. I'm like, why are you saying hello? It's like, oh yeah, we're on TV this time, but this one is real.
I thought about going to get pizza, but I didn't.
I thought about asking you if I could pick you up a slice while I was there,
Mm.
but I also didn't do that. So
I also thought about texting and seeing if you would get a slice.
there was several ways. Yeah.
It just wasn't meant to happen, and that's okay. I feel okay about it.
They have the nya today. You know that one?
Is that the eggplant one?
No, that's the veganoid, they call it.
Oh yeah, vegan.
The
one.
nya is this one. It's got garlic and pepperoni and pineapple.
Sounds good.
It's one of my favorite, or more favorite-er.
I like the fire and the
Fire in the hole,
jalapenos
and pepperoni.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Very spicy. That's the only, I think that's the only time you really get jalapenos on the day ones. It's Thursday, and my friends out there in TV land, thank you for joining me in this very difficult time. How are you, Jackson? When was the last time you were here?
I was here last night. I was hoping to.
You were here last night?
Yeah, I came in before ceramics. I was hoping it would happen for the third week in a row, but
oh yeah,
I just ran into Freddie, and he was filming some advertisements with Carl Sr.
Oh, so he was here like right before I got here then.
Yeah.
I got here at about 6 last night instead of 5.
Oh yeah, that's when I left.
Yeah, I could have known. I did know. But then now you're back on Thursdays. Kind of Thursdays with you. The whole day. It's like Wednesday is half the day. Thursday, the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's right. But I don't know if I was here last Thursday. The one before.
You weren't here last Thursday?
I can't remember.
I think one of those days you were here. Last Thursday? I think it was last Thursday. You were here with Crescent and Freddie for like only a little bit of it, not the whole time.
Yeah, pretty quick. Yeah, 'cause we were looking at the voyeur. We went to look at for the art show.
That was last Thursday.
That's right.
So now it's been a whole week since then.
Okay, so we made 3 Thursdays in a row, but we missed yesterday.
Yeah.
The Wednesday.
Wednesdays, but the it seems like a long time ago and not too long ago, last week when you were here.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it feels like a while ago.
Time is weird. It's everything. It always seems. It's like, to me, it's like that seems like just yesterday and like forever ago at the same time.
Yeah, I know. For my last birthday, I forget what. Oh, I think we just had drinks at the Brotherhood, but
yeah,
I remember Josh Hoey was like, "Oh yeah, your last birthday. I remember we did the Rizzo like doodle jam," and I was like, "That wasn't my last birthday. Like, there's no way."
Yeah.
And then it was. It was like a year ago, from September 9th, 2019.
Whoa.
So it was. He was right. It just didn't feel like. I don't know if I think it felt like more than a year ago.
Yeah. Things happen. It's a weird time. Yeah, yesterday was Wednesday. I did the show about 6 o'clock. instead of 5 o'clock. Like I had been doing 5 o'clock for a long time, and then I did 6 yesterday. And I don't remember what I was doing yesterday.
Didn't you used to do them a lot later?
Yeah, well, it's all changes around. I was doing the show at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, like almost every day.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm doing the show, about 5 or 6 most days. My life schedule has changed, and I mean this is, I guess, part of my life. So I'm done with things earlier. But I used to ride the bus. I used to ride the bus across town every day.
Oh, yeah. To Lacey.
Yeah, all the way Hawk Shore. Pretty much one of the farthest places you can go. Now you can go all the way to Tacoma, though. I did that. I rode the bus to Tacoma for free.
I heard about it.
Yeah, you watch the episode? Oh, you were there on Sunday, right? At the
Oh,
foyer.
yeah. Yeah, that's when you talked about it most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But James and Hannah, is that
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah,
people?
James and Hannah. Did you see them on Monday?
Yeah, James's story is pretty wild. I'm actually very impressed. I'm glad he's off that stuff
Yeah, well,
for the most part.
Yeah. Still party sometimes. He said, not gonna lie, still party sometimes.
Yeah.
Still party, huh? I mean, you do crystal meth? Like, or something?
Like the hardest drug I've done is marijuana. I haven't even done mushrooms. Doesn't appeal to me.
Hmm.
I wouldn't say they're a hard drug, but I would say maybe one day. I don't know.
One day, crystal meth?
No, not that. I'll say never. I guess alcohol's harder than marijuana, though.
Yeah.
So I do hard drugs.
Alcohol is actually one of the harder drugs, in my opinion. Because well, if you don't drink too much, it's probably fine. But the only two things you can die from not having it, if you have too much, they say, is opioids and alcohol. So if you drink so much alcohol that you become dependent on it, you could die from not having it.
Huh? I never heard that.
Yeah, like if you're like a full blown like drunk.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Like.
Drink a little bit.
You gotta
wean yourself off.
Yeah, you gotta wean, because it could kill you.
Yeah.
But I think you could probably tell that, because it probably feels like you're dying. Yeah.
Coming off of opioids sounds like a pretty brutal
Yeah, it's probably. I've seen that movie,
withdrawals
Train
and stuff.
Spotting.
I haven't seen that.
Oh.
It's on Netflix though. I want to
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah, James has been coming on since like 2000, maybe 11, I think. So he's got a lot of history on this program. You can watch him for hours if you want.
Yeah.
Go look for the episodes. For a long time, we were looking for an intern. I still kind of am, to go back to the old episodes and like tag them.
Yeah, that would be cool. I was trying to think back. Back in the day, I tried to get Kirsten to like hang out with me and Freddie one night.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the next couple nights, or one of the next nights, she ended up going on the program and met Freddie there.
Mm.
And I don't think I've seen the episode.
Oh, where she meets them?
Yeah, where she meets Freddie.
Yeah.
And then I was like, how the hell would I find this? I don't think I can. Like,
Yeah. Well,
it would be just sifting through.
It was in the basement episode so that was probably around 2013.
Wow. 2000.
2013. What are you looking at?
I hear someone screaming outside.
Oh. I can look out there. You see? I don't see him. Yeah.
They went that way.
Oh, there's an emergency though. Whoa.
Whoa.
We caught that. Oh, there's more than one? Yeah. Whoa.
Got the
Yeah. Oh, is there even another one? I hear it.
Oh, I think it went through on Capitol.
Wow. What was that person screaming? Oh, here they come. Whoa.
It was that one homeless person that,
They're at the wayside?
yeah, the one at the wayside that said the macaroni and cheese gives her the shits.
It was free though, yeah.
Yeah.
That was like literal beggars being choosers. I actually just saw her on the streets, or them anyway, going, doing their little freak out dance. I was, oh, oh,
Is it a big deal?
yeah, maybe.
That sounds like it's from the other direction. Oh,
No, can't
there it
come.
is.
It's only a one-way street.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But I thought maybe they were coming from a different street.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa,
oh,
oh my
shoot.
God.
That's 3 fire trucks.
Oh.
You know, you can access like the police scanners. Do you ever
Mhm,
listen to the
mhm.
police scanners on this
I've never
TV
done it
show?
here, but
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Ginsu used to and tell me about it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, is that more coming?
Wow.
Wow. I don't know.
It's
It must
either
be pretty bad.
Yeah, it's either a slow day or it's bad. Everybody's just like, hey, I'm gonna go to this one thing. But yeah, I saw the person walking around being mad. Sometimes they look happy, but she was walking around going, like she was like, you're like so mad that you can't control yourself, and that's like her like base state, and that's not a good. Must be hard
Oh, yeah.
just to be
It's got to
like,
be hard.
really mad all the time.
Yeah, it's interesting because Crescent said she sees her sometimes and she's like pretty nice, like just says like hi or I don't know,
Yeah,
just like is nice facing, and then
just like she is like, "Ugh."
we we walked out of the voyeur the other night and apparently she was just like pretty rude to Crescent.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know what the deal is, and I think it's probably a lot of emotional mood swings.
Yeah.
I don't think you
Ooh, that was.
you can't just diagnose that.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like, oh, I think she was actually mad at you that time, but then
Yeah.
she like is fake the other times, or like, yeah,
Oh.
we're not.
I just kind of exerted myself just trying to be mad for just to do my little impression there for a second. So it's hard. I feel bad for them. I'm not being mad all the time, and they live on the streets. But I like was riding the bus, and I ride the bus like from the wayside, like in front of the wayside of that stop, and I saw like them and they're friends with like the other community people, so they have some street friends and stuff, but not a good time. What were we talking about before you heard them yawn?
We talked a little bit about drugs.
About James?
Oh, James, yeah, yeah.
Was that what it was we were on?
Oh, I can't
Looking
remember.
in the past or something. I don't know
Yeah.
either. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to move on then, because I forgot about what it was. Must have not been too important. That's what I always think. Like, if I can't remember. Yesterday, the tape ran out, so I'm looking at the tape because it got messed up. The last like 15 or 20 minutes got messed up, so I was sitting here talking. You know, I mean, not like sitting here talking regularly on the program is that crazy, but I had to do an extra 15 minutes without even recording it at the end, and I was like, oh, it didn't even record, so like that went away. But I was like, what could I have even said? Like, no idea.
Is it a shorter episode, or you had to?
What I did was I just tacked on an old episode
Oh.
onto and then I recorded a little message explaining what had happened.
Uh-huh.
And I just put it on and I tacked on another episode. So if you don't watch every single episode, you probably might not even notice.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on over there. It's like where it could have been. I don't see anything. How are you? How was ceramics yesterday?
It was okay. I
You-
made a small cup, and then I tried to trim another cup that was more. I made last week, but it's very unproductive. Cause it's like, yeah, you like make one small move and then, um, everything can go away on the wheel. Like it just folds in on itself, and then it's screwed up.
So you made the cup, but you didn't cook it or whatever. Film.
No, it's still they call it green, where it's still wet. It's not bone. It's not bisque fired, and that she said that was
Oh,
a
oh,
she said that was a term.
that one slowed down.
the the bisque firing
The biscuit.
is
Oh,
short for biscuit.
oh, it is okay.
Yeah. And then you can glaze it and then fire it again. So firing it in the bisque gets it like completely dry, and then you can glaze it, and that the glaze is like kind of the shiny stuff. Um,
So it was like one level of cooking, and you could still change it. Is that what?
well, you can't you can't manipulate the mold or like the clay at all.
Yeah.
I guess maybe a little bit. You could it's harder. It's like pretty solid then. After you biscuit, like you could probably like carve in stuff, but it would take a lot more effort.
Your biscuit
Biscuit.
it.
Yeah.
Bis-
You have to biscuit.
You have to biscuit, but that's short for biscuit it. When you're saying, I'm gonna biscuit.
I guess so. I don't know. It's unconfirmed in my mind, but
Yeah.
that's what she said.
When it's like, when are you gonna biscuit? Like, I have this thing, I have to biscuit, and that's short. I have to biscuit it.
You have to biscuit it. Yep.
Biscuit it. Yeah. I remember there was like this video I saw where this woman had Tourette's on the internet, and she would go, oh, biscuit. Like that was her thing that she was yelling instead of some people yell like curse words or whatever. Just
Yeah,
like
I
real
think
bad
it's
stuff.
notorious for like a bunch of curse words.
Yeah.
They're just like flail and say a curse word.
My biscuit. That was pretty good. Bad. It was bad. It was funny though. I don't know if it was real.
Why does that camera sometimes pan?
It's got some kind of like auto.
Panning?
It's like a. Yeah. It's like supposed to like I think it's supposed to like be following the action or something. Maybe I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Some kind of feature.
I always wondered about that.
It's a weird feature. Sometimes like, I guess, cameras have a wider
Lens?
like view inside itself, you know, like, but it like crops it when you look at it, but like it sees, it's like somehow within the system, it's like seeing more than you see, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's how like I was like with some video games too. You ever play like Mario, and then you gotta move forward in the Mario game, and it's like the old games.
Oh.
And it's like, well, how do they do that? But they have like much more of the level in the game is like thinking about the level, like longer
Like the
than
memory?
Yeah, it's like longer than you can see. Because they like made it wide Mario. Like you can make it wider with the hackers or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember one time a friend pointed out in Mario Kart that like it's just like the track is always the same,
Yeah.
but your like character, your like piece
Yeah.
is just like this over it.
Yeah.
And then it's just like then it's just like but then the course is just like a normal thing. It's just like it's like those toys that have the road that like comes at you and then the car is stationary. You know, it's just like it like sort of ruined it for me, but I also still like to play it.
Like the character is always right in the middle, no matter
Yeah,
what.
yeah.
Like you're moving the road if you think about it that
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's yeah. You put it very succinctly
way. Yeah.
by saying you're moving the road. You're like basically controlling the course, how it comes.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that's weird.
that's weird. And it makes it less fun, actually.
Oh yeah, it's like
It's still fun though.
maybe the world like revolves around all of us though, and that's like how
We're
the
just moving the world, yeah.
yeah the whole world's moving around.
Except you can't control any of the weather or the sun and the moon or the tides.
You just can't. Not with that attitude, you know. When you said you make a small cup, what's small? Like
It's like this big,
so
smaller than.
tiny.
Yeah, you don't.
Tiny.
You. It's not functional.
Yeah,
I
real small. Why? Why? Why?
I made a real cup like this last week,
Uh huh.
like that. Put a handle on it, and then I did this thing that I learned from Crescent's dad is that I built this like mounded thing that looks kind of like maybe like a cookie, but it's like also like what does it look like? It's like a mound, and then it's they call it a trimming chuck
Mhm.
that you can like put the cup on, and then you spin it on the wheel. So you know, like I formed this piece, and then I dried it out, and then so I know that's centered, right?
Mhm.
And then I can put a cup on it and kind of like tap the cup to make it centered in that piece because it's on something that's already centered.
Yeah.
And then I can like trim away the like harder clay. So it's like kind of it felt like a big hack to me because
Mm.
at my ceramic class they have like these crazy like devices that help you center it, and it's like I'm not gonna take all the time to like learn where the center is on that thing. It just seems like a headache.
Yeah.
But like I've centered this thing, so I know it's centered, and then I can just like tap the cup.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it worked the best. I think it worked okay, but maybe next time it will be better.
Cool.
But it seemed like a good trick or
What?
like
Yeah.
method.
Why are you making a tiny cup with that has no use? Just for to learn? Are you learning or?
Well, yeah, I've made like a bunch of stuff, and then it like gets screwed up, or like even taking it off the wheel is really hard.
Mhm.
But I made a toilet like on my
Yeah.
first quarter.
Toilets
Like
aren't very round.
no, they're not. But I thought about making an abstract toilet with that thing.
Mhm.
But I might just like toss it. I
The
I
toilet?
well, I have one like completely finished toilet
Yeah.
at my house. But yeah, I was thinking about making that one a toilet, but I don't know.
Toilets are made of ceramic, right?
Yeah, porcelain,
Yeah.
white. Um, Crescent's dad was born in the toilet, and that's why he like says that I was meant to be a potter.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Makes sense to be born in the toilet.
Yeah, how can you argue with that? There's no argument against it, right? I don't.
It seems like they should have like a baby toilet, like
Hmm.
at the hospital. I mean, I'm sure however they're doing it works out, but it seems like a baby toilet would be like a functional device. Like it's like just like a better, it's not a toilet, it's not the toilet, but like just like the doctor, like you put the pregnant or the woman on the on a
Yeah.
toilet kind of thing, and then like the doctors are like under there
Oh yeah.
getting ready. Yeah.
It's like an oil change for the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to watch. Well, I guess not a lot, but I watched the like show. I didn't know I was pregnant,
Yeah.
and like half the things there was like them being born on the toilet because they didn't know they were pregnant.
Wow.
But yeah,
They just like go.
a lot of the people were like too Like it was like a lot of people that had weight problems, so
Mm.
they didn't know that they were gaining more weight.
Yeah.
It's pretty weird, but
That's weird.
yeah. But a lot of them, like, that's where you go. You're like, oh, I don't feel good. Like, I'm gonna sit
Yeah.
on the toilet, and then you have a new baby,
What
which
about?
would be
Yeah.
really weird.
Yeah. How do they not know? Like
You'd have to interview these people on the show. I don't know.
they have
I
when they're getting sick, morning sickness and stuff.
but they also like have some rational idea in their mind, like, oh, maybe I'm not. Maybe it was because I ate that one thing and like that. I know that makes me
Every day.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a weird show.
Or that used to make me sick, or something.
Huh. You hear that?
Yeah.
Yellow fellow. He's going woo.
I saw his message on Tuesday was just some letters. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. I never did find out what those.
Did it spell anything?
I don't know. We should go back and listen to it. We can do that. I don't.
The more I listen and like hear your conversations with Yellowfellow, I think like he'd be a cool guy to hang out with. Like I
Yeah.
don't think I'd want to hang out with Mr. Ginsu.
No.
But Yellowfellow seems like let's go to Chicago and visit him, or Philadelphia.
Yeah, that might be fun. I don't know what he looks like.
Yeah.
I don't. I like that.
Yeah.
But I would visit. Maybe I don't know which one. I'm trying to find this message. It's not this one. Have you ever been to
No.
Philadelphia, the East Coast?
How long has Yellowfellow been calling in?
Well, he called in. The reason his name is Yellowfellow is because he called in, and this was like, I think he's younger, like quite a bit younger. I mean,
Yeah.
so he called in like almost 10. We've been going for 10 years. He started
Yeah.
calling in like around 2000, like 12 or 11 or something. But then he was just being like basically a troll.
Uh-huh.
And I think he might have been only like maybe like 13 or something at the time, because he was calling and he was saying stuff about being yellow, and it's like, I like yellow foods, I like yellow whatever, and then he was saying like, I spend too much time in the bathroom and my dad is watching me take a bath all the time and I don't know why.
Whoa.
He was being just, but it was just like
Joking around.
joking around, immature kind of jokes and stuff, and then I was like, very funny, yellow fellow, you want more? And then he's just like calling in and saying like more. He's just like yellow whatever. So then I start calling him yellow fellow, and that usually kind of cuts the jokes
Yeah. Oh yeah.
once he's like got his name going. But then he didn't call though for years, or like many years, and then he started calling again, maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
I heard Freddie talking about how he was like kind of had a like telephone play where he was like being chased by dogs.
Yeah.
Sounds like
I'm being chased by dogs. He was like whispering.
That sounds funny.
They're after me. I'm in the sewer. I'm hiding in the sewer.
L S M G B S C C B R S T.
It
A lot of
sounds.
S's.
It sounds pretty
Random.
Random.
Yeah.
L S M G B S C C B R S T.
B-R. Yeah, it's random letters. See.
Yep.
I don't think it's anything. Let's call him back though. I looked him a few days ago. Leaving those random.
2 days.
2 days.
It was Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, James is gonna be here on Mondays, I think, if he goes through with his plan. So if you want
Yeah.
to meet him, Monday night, 8:30.
Yeah.
Hello, yes, are you waking you up?
What's that?
Are you awake?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you kind of sound like
Wait,
you're.
let me get my headphones.
Okay.
1 minute.
Kind of sounded like you were asleep.
No, I'm just yawning.
Hmm.
1
Because
second.
it's only about, what, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock where you are?
What was that?
It's only like 10 or 11 where you are, not too late.
No, it's just 10.
Hey, remember like 3 days ago when you left a message with a bunch of letters?
3 nights ago?
Yeah, you said L, S, M, G, B, S, B, C, B, R, S, T.
Mm-hmm.
Are those letters relevant to you in any way?
They were from something, and I'm forgetting what they were from.
Hmm.
So it's going to be a mystery till the end of time.
Yeah. All right.
You're going to have some mystery in your life now.
Because Jackson is here.
Yeah, hi.
Oh, hi, Jackson.
And he's been
How's every
watching.
little thing?
He watched your episode. He watched the episode where you're saying that stuff. What are you doing?
Oh, you wrote the letters down.
I wrote them down. Yeah.
I've been watching the. You've named some episodes the same thing, the same episode.
Well,
Dumbo. Miss Doubtfire.
so
It's just the VHS.
yeah, I'm taping over the. I'm putting the show onto VHS tapes.
Oh, and that's what you're naming them off of.
Yeah. So I have like I go to the thrift store and buy more VHS tapes, and lots of times I just buy the same one, but it's the number. The numbers are the more important part.
What time does the show air on TV out there?
At 11:30.
At night?
Yeah. So I'm competing with like I mean not Letterman, but you know it's like whoever.
Late night.
Late night TV. I still
Oh,
say
I mean-
Letterman.
Yeah, I mean, this is more enjoyable than those shows, and I honestly mean that.
I think so. I've been on since I think Letterman has been on before Letterman quit. So I always say
You're
I'm
kind
competing.
of like you're kind of like the new Letterman.
Yeah, I watched that show when I was young, like a lot of it, and that's kind of like a lot of the.
I think it sounds like going back to like old YouTube videos. It seems to be like he used to be a little bit funnier, like zanier, and then he kind of just became a crotchety old guy.
Yeah, but I took a lot from Letterman though. I watched him like every day when I was a kid. Yeah, and towards the end, he like wasn't even trying to make jokes. He was just saying things. So that's like what I kind of like to do.
I really, when I was little, I loved watching like Colbert Report and the Daily. But then, like as I've gotten
I do not
older,
like
it feels
Colbert.
Weird.
Really?
I
Yes.
don't like him. I don't like him anymore.
Colbert is snooty. He's so snooty.
But that was his. Wasn't that his act? Like his like.
I don't care for that. The whole like that was his acting, but he's still doing it. But the whole thing, I feel like he was being like, I'm a Republican. Like he was just like making like I'm.
I mean, also, it's just like
You should
weird to be brainwashed politically from like a major.
Yeah. And I think you shouldn't like do if you don't like what they're saying, you should say it and not just like pretend to be them. Like that's just rude. It's rude.
Yeah, I can see that.
It wasn't really helpful.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the other side, they're a bunch of idiots.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you don't
rude.
really
It's just
get any
rude to
part.
do. It's not. It's like yeah, like you already
helpful.
agree with him. Like he's preaching to his own choir, and he's like,
Yeah. I mean, a lot of young people watch that, and they don't believe anything you tell them because there's a laugh track behind them.
yeah, it's snooty.
Behind what you're saying to them.
I think he's probably still snooty. I never watched his new show, but I didn't like him after that show so much that I still don't like
No,
him.
he's snooty and less funny now.
Yeah,
He's so.
I don't like him.
But what was I say? What were we talking about before that?
Letterman being on 11:30.
Oh, you're on 11:30 at night. I'm like, it's like anyone with basic cable can access.
Yeah.
You guys?
Yeah.
But only in Thurston County.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you think you get a lot of people who tune in at that time to watch the show, or flip? Have you ever gotten responses from people who are just like flipping through?
Oh yeah.
Kenny, are you smoking?
No. I'm
Oh.
I think I drink the water a little bit incorrectly, you know.
Okay.
It's the pizza.
But I've had a bit of shortness of breath recently. I don't know what it is. Just a little bit. It's like I can't like quite like take a really deep breath. It like hurts a little bit
Hmm.
And then I cough.
I have that sometimes.
It
But
gives
it
me a
might be
little bit
from
of
all
a
the
like
smoking.
it gives me a little bit of a headache, but it's not smoking. I haven't smoking anything actually, because of this.
That's good.
And
I only smoke marijuana, but I don't even really like to anymore. It just makes me too crazy.
but I've been coughing, so I don't know. Around this time last year in February, I know it was like we had a big snowstorm, and I got a pretty bad. I thought I had bronchitis, self-diagnosed bronchitis.
Uh-oh.
So I'm a little bit worried it's gonna come back. But I can still breathe
Oh.
if I concentrate on it. But if I don't like think about breathing deeply, I think I'm breathing pretty shallowly.
Jackson, what have you been up to lately?
Not too much. Uh, I've been taking a ceramics class on Wednesday nights.
Oh, what class?
Ceramics.
Oh, ceramics. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's nice.
I've been losing a lot of pieces because I've been trying to learn how to throw, and so the wheel throwing.
Oh, I don't know a whole lot about that.
Well, it's basically like you place some clay on the wheel and then you try and
Uh-huh.
form it, and the wheel, the centrifugal motion, it like helps you make cups and like bowls and
Oh, right, right.
yeah, but it's not
Oh,
it's
and
not
it
easy.
spins out of control. Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
So that's what I've been trying to learn in that class, and
That's fun.
yeah, and
Hmm.
then drawing. We just had a festival on Sunday called Sunfest. It's for our drawing night, and Freddie makes a zine every Sunday night from people that draw. Um,
What does Freddie make?
a zine, like a magazine, but the zine like Xerox
Oh, oh.
copy, kind
They
of.
got
Oh,
zines
yeah.
in Philly. They're real big in old Thurston County.
I think they're bigger on that side of the country, but people
Yeah.
definitely like that stuff here, too.
Yeah. Hey,
I remember seeing,
huh.
yes.
I watched that David Lynch video that you told me about.
What do you think?
It was so weird. It was extra
It's like,
weird.
yeah, it's like absurd, like film noir. Like, those old movies with like the
Yeah.
detectives like smoking in the corner, and like Humphrey Bogart is familiar with him.
It's
But
like
yeah,
doubled
yeah.
down. I mean, you expect, it's like you expect weirdness, and then it's like, how can you not? And then you don't expect that though. So it's like,
A lot of like so much of the dialogue, like you'd think they was just like pure like nonsense and like non sequiturs, but like it stays making enough sense
yeah,
to kind of realize where it's like to see like figure out what's going on. Apparently that's like I thought that was very like recently made, but apparently that he's been playing that at like festivals and stuff for a few years now.
mm.
I think it was shot like back in 2016.
Oh, it's the opposite of like the Twin Peaks thing though, because of that show was like basically like an 8 hour long movie, and then this one's like a 15-minute long movie.
Yeah, takes you on a nice little journey. I feel like it wraps up a lot more than any other recent.
Yeah,
Like there's like more clear ending there to any like to most of his other projects, honestly.
yeah, watch it. Watch it, Jackson.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Jackson, you gotta watch
It's
it.
on
I'm
Netflix.
not gonna. I won't try not to spoil anything.
It's called What Did Jack Do?
It's very good. He looks good in that video. It makes me sad now because like if you see recent photos of David Lynch, he's looking pretty old.
Yeah, well, he is old.
He is
And
old, and he
he
smokes every
smokes,
day.
and he's like 75 probably.
And he's 70. He just turned 74.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that's old.
It's pretty old.
Definitely old.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are you doing right now? You at your house?
Yeah, I'm drinking wine.
What kind of wine?
Oh, I got a little $10 bottle of some Zinfandel wine. I don't
What?
really.
That's pink, right?
It's like a dryish. No, it's like a red wine.
You know,
It's,
you know about wine now. They're making you learn about wine at the restaurant.
I'm buying bottles of wine whenever I get myself some alcohol because I want to I need to become smoother, like opening a bottle of wine, and you have to like get that down.
Yeah. The elephant just got a
Like,
job at an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, I can't be fumbling when I'm trying to.
What
You have to
what
get
does what does the wine taste like?
It tastes like it's like oaky.
Yeah.
It tastes really peppery. I don't like that.
Yeah. It's got notes they say
having
of
a hard-
burnt like rubber or something.
It got notes of trashy shit wine.
Yeah, they say it's like a base, like a earthy, dirty base, but with notes, upper notes of burning rubber. Yeah.
I can't. I hate saying notes.
Yep. But that's what you're gonna have to say at the restaurant.
It's like
Why why can't you say it's got flavors? It's got flavors of strawberry.
Because it doesn't. It just tastes like wine. It all tastes like wine. So
it's kind of like the coffee stuff too.
Stuff.
yeah, all that stuff.
Chocolatey,
some
peanut
guy
buttery
corrected-
with berries. Yeah. Doesn't make sense.
I got corrected by some like snooty barista. I was like, oh yeah, what's like the flavor of this again? And he's like, you mean notes? The notes.
Oh, he didn't like it that you said flavor.
No, he's like annoyed. So like, fuck you, man. Who cares?
Yeah, flavors make more sense for that. I agree with you there.
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
playing piano in here, mister?
I get I went to a fancy coffee place and they're like, "You want this coffee or this other one?" And I said, "I want half and half." And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "I don't know. Just mix them together."
That's good.
Blow their mind.
They were not happy about it.
Yeah.
They're like,
Did they do
I
like
don't
2
know."
separate pour-overs and mix it together?
Oh, they had like Oh, maybe that's why they were not happy.
Yeah, because they do pour-overs at Freddy's shop.
Mm.
Yeah.
So maybe it was too hard. Oh, but they could just mix up the beans that are in there.
Freddie,
Oh,
Freddie
that's
works
true.
at a coffee shop.
Mm-hmm. Freddie looks at the renowned coffee shop around here. So
It's fancy. They have robot pour-overs. Like it's
What
like
the
a
hell?
robot does it. The
Like
spout the spout that disperses the water like automatically goes over and like does that like circular motion. It's pretty
Okay.
funny.
That's a little too spooky for me.
Yeah, it's weird.
robots.
I'm burning some incense. I love burning incense.
Oh yeah, what flavor?
What notes?
I don't know.
Is it not? It's not just
Smells
like Mag Champa or something.
Notes of church.
Nag Champa or Patchouli.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh wait. Let me look at. I just threw away the container. Or the box.
Where did you get it? At the gas
some, like,
station?
some like fruity spiritual. Oh yeah, Nag Champa.
Nag Champa. That's like the classic.
Yeah.
Classic
I got
kind.
it from one of those like little spooky shops, like
That's-
spiritual shops.
Oh yeah. Well, they have that Nag Champa like everywhere.
There's a cute girl in there,
What?
but I'm not gonna bother her.
Working?
She's always in there,
She's the worker
but she's a worker.
at the gas station?
No, at the spiritual shop.
Oh, the spiritual shop. Well, you could like.
Mhm.
I mean, you could go in there and tell her.
Pray.
What about the? Was
Pray
it you?
with her.
Wasn't it start talking about the auras? Was that you or is that TV?
I don't think I was talking about auras with you.
No, you could go in there and you could say, your aura. I see your aura today. You know, that's like.
Excuse me, you have a very mighty fine aura.
Yeah.
Woman.
Like, you can. Or like
Pretty good pickup line.
you just get in there with the spirit. Well, at the spiritual shop, there's lots of I feel inns.
Well, it's not like a Christian spiritual shop. It's more like
No, it's an
you go
aura.
in and
Aura's not Christian.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah,
really not.
so you say the aura stuff, or you. I mean, people ask about yours. You can say your sign.
Yeah, or like you said.
But I'm
tell her
so.
I
Yeah.
think she was in my dream last night.
Yeah. And that,
then
I mean,
that's what it is.
under normal context, that would be a very creepy thing to say. But maybe under this
No, but
spiritual
then
way.
It'd be like, oh, we were on the same plane together.
Yeah, we're gonna be on the astral plane. But you should
But-
I think you should leave people alone. Really.
No, I think that's. I still believe that. Even if I really would like to talk to some girl.
No, they
at a
get enough of
spiritual
that.
shop,
They get enough of that.
They
I'm sure.
do. I'm sure. I know.
Yeah.
It's just for me, right? What was I gonna say? What was I going to say? Oh yeah, asking people what their signs are. That's like a joke with me and my one friend. It's like just the idea of going up to a girl at a bar.
Hey,
and being
what's
like,
your sign?
So sorry to bother you, but me and my friends like we have to know what your sign is. I've actually. Wait, go ahead.
It's West. I think it's. I find that now. I was thinking about it, and I went to like a Chinese restaurant, and they got like Chinese zodiac.
That's just the year. It's based on your
It's
year.
based on the year. It's based on Chinese years. But I was thinking that maybe that zodiac is kind of like very like European centric, and that maybe people who are really into zodiacs they wouldn't like to hear that. You know, you can say
like to hear what?
that it's European centric, kind of like white centric. You know, white people stuff. So you can say like, hey, what about zodiac stuff? And then you can say, I think that zodiac stuff is kind of Eurocentric. No, oh no, you know.
I don't know if I know.
Because it's like there's zodiac, there's like Chinese. There's Chinese zodiac, and there's like probably other kind of zodiacs, you know.
Yeah.
But everybody's like all up in this Western zodiac, the Eurocentric zodiac, as I'm calling it now. So it's like, why are you so Eurocentric?
Seems like a lot
kind of thing.
I don't really know much about the zodiac stuff myself.
See, I don't like it, but I think you should get the Chinese zodiac is better. I say I do the Chinese zodiac. That's what I'm gonna tell people.
It's weird though, cause it's
funny.
like.
Go ahead.
It's like instead of pooling like everyone into like each month or like a certain set month, it's not necessarily like all of January, but like it's like part of December to part of January. Like like people are more likely to be like the same in a month than in a complete year. Like everyone born in 1987 is not the same.
Why?
I don't know. It's just it's a smaller pool, but
Yeah,
I'm skeptical about both.
It's a smaller pool, but every year, anyway. So it's like.
Oh
Wait,
yeah,
how
that's
much
true.
longer do I have? Do you have to call
We have
anybody
about
else?
I'm probably making another call. We have about 12 minutes left. Probably making
Yeah, let
some.
me see if I can get my friends on the phone for 1 second.
Yeah. Okay. Were you calling them? Yeah, Yellowfellow's conferencing and people. I'm queuing up this tape. We're gonna do a message to the future too. And it's after it's queued up. Yeah, that was yesterday. If
Let
you're
me-
dead, am I dead?
Yes.
My future.
Let me call into my legal counsel.
Yeah.
You know, the impeachment in the Senate is going on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really boring.
It was very popular on television, I guess, right?
Forwarded to an automated voice
I
messaging
heard that
system.
Fox News is
4,
like
5,
not even showing it.
8.
Really?
8,
They're just
2,
because they're trying to
4.
deny that it's even happening, or?
I don't know. That's just I just read a headline on CNN, but they're like not showing any of it.
You may hang up or press
The whole thing is such a waste of resources. and
Yeah.
number.
They're
Press
like
5.
sitting, like.
This-
Oh, hey! I'm leaving a message for somebody, right? Or am I?
We are, yeah, we should leave a message.
Hi, how are you? I don't know who it is.
Oh, it's my friend, that Catholic guy.
Oh, the Catholic guy. God bless you. Please forgive me for what I said the other day.
For his sins.
Yeah, and my sins too, both.
All right.
Do you want to give the phone number? 360-836-4384.
I'm trying to think of something of a sin that I've had recently to confess.
Did you just read his message, his phone number out?
No, that was the number for the program.
Oh, okay. What's the last sin you committed?
I don't know. I ate a lot. I'm like over probably
Glutton?
gluttony. I ate like a whole bag of chips
Yeah.
last night. But I don't
kinda
know.
lazy.
Is that so bad? That's a sin.
Yeah, no, that's bad. That's bad.
That can't be that bad.
I like made
Like
myself a
like
little bit sick.
he's not gonna be barred from heaven for eating a whole bag of chips, right?
He will.
I did feel a little bit sick though. I ate so many chips and I was like eating the chips and I was like I should probably stop right now or
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I
get
did the other
sick.
night. I did that the other night, but it was before work, so it was like
Yeah.
a worse time.
Uh-oh.
Well, I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep super well because I was slightly ill from the chips. Like, yeah. So,
All right.
forgive
Well,
me.
I'm gonna go lay down.
All right. Well, I'm gonna record a message to the future, like this.
All
Hey,
right, bye,
future, it's us of the past.
Hey, future.
Future, I want to go to bed.
Yellow Fell's on the phone. The Trump impeachment's happening. Did he get impeached?
Nope. The Senate's not gonna impeach
Oh,
him.
no.
Bye, future.
Bye.
All right. Bye, Yellow Fell.
Bye, friend.
Bye.
It's not gonna happen.
No, the Senate is not gonna impeach them. He's impeached, but he won't be removed from office.
Oh yeah. So what's the point then? So wasted resources and
Well,
everything.
each side gets 24 hours to kind of display their case. And so tomorrow is going to be the third day of Democrats' case.
And it's super. Why it's so it's partisan, right? It's just like
super partisan. Yeah. There's only like 4 senators that move on it, maybe 6. But it's like it's all about like re-election.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Ty's phone.
Grandma's not answering the phone.
Leave a name and number, and she'll call you back as soon as you can. Thank
That's
you.
me. Hi, Grandma. It's Kenny. Are you there? You probably asleep, maybe. Go drink water, okay? You can call me back. Okay, bye. Is he like sitting there, like is Trump sitting there, like where?
He's
I'm
not
not-
in the room.
Oh, he's not.
No.
I thought like the trial I'm thinking of is like OJ, you know?
Oh
He's
yeah.
like sitting
it's
in
different.
He's
It's
not,
different.
Yeah. Because it's with the Senate.
But I think, oh man, it might not be OJ, but some of the legal counsel that Trump has is like defending some sketchy shit that they're also defending Trump now. But they haven't really haven't really testified or like given their arguments and stuff.
That seems like a good thing, though. People are saying that like that's a bad thing, but it seems like those lawyers would be the right choices.
Yeah, they get like people that are guilty acquitted. Yeah.
That's some of the things that people say, like if you don't like Trump, that you say are bad.
Hey, you've reached
it, like,
Freddie Dober.
makes
I
it,
can't come to the phone right now,
like,
but if you leave me a nice message, then I will call you back as soon as I can. Thanks a lot.
hey, Freddie, it's the program. You can call us back. You have about 6 minutes. Okay, bye. People are always like,
I mean, he knows what he's doing. He has
yeah.
money. He's like connected.
knows.
He's well connected. Like it's.
he
But
knows.
like you wouldn't have access to that either if you didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
like-
yeah, it's not good. I don't want to defend him, but it's like,
he-
that's that
Yeah.
point. It's like,
it's a good strategic move,
yeah.
but I don't know. He has the Senate on his side anyways. Nothing's gonna really.
People were always like,
Happen.
he went bankrupt a lot. That was like something that a lot of people were saying.
Oh yeah.
But going bankrupt is a very popular business tactic. Like you have to
Get out of shed responsibility.
Yeah, and it makes you like bounce off the government by doing that, going bankrupt. So he did it on purpose, going bankrupt. People are like, oh, we can't even. If you run a business, you're gonna go bankrupt. But that's like not a.
But it shows that the business wasn't making money. It's not a good business.
Well, it's because maybe the business was making money, but at some point you decide to clear it all out, and then you take all your assets out of that business and you move them to other businesses, and then you say this business has no money, and then it goes bankrupt, and then you get a lot
yeah.
of.
But he also had to pay money for fraud for his university.
Oh, hello,
What did you do that for?
Mr. Ginsu. It's Mr. Ginsu. How are ya?
Well, I'm okay. Mostly.
Yo, why? What, mostly something wrong?
Yeah,
What?
mostly.
What's wrong?
Oh, you know,
I don't.
Son of a bitch.
You got back problems? You lonely?
Minor back problems.
Yeah. You got rats and
It's
ants?
still a fucking problem. Then I got the fucking mice, motherfucker. The little fuckers running around my house like fucking goddamn.
How do you know it's not rats? How do you know the difference?
Well, for most part, I can see the little bastards.
Oh, that's not good.
And the one at nighttime when I was sleeping, I don't know what the fuck that was. That could have been a fucking raccoon for all I know.
Oh.
It was making lots of noise. But it had to be a mouse because it sounded like he was going a million miles an hour.
Bro, they're fast? Rats are slower?
Yeah, like walking on paper or something. He was doing burnouts the whole time.
Burnouts.
Yep, he sounded like he was doing a burnout.
We have about 4 minutes left today.
Who are you with?
Jackson.
Say that again?
Jackson.
Jackson.
Spell that.
Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jackson, but it's my first name.
Right. All right, Jackson. What's going down?
Have you talked to Mr. Ginsu before?
Not really.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. And you're from Olympia?
Yeah.
And I'm not anymore.
No.
Yeah, weren't you in Lacey?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Lacey. I think it's... I'm from Lacey. I like to say I'm from Lacey.
The old stomping ground.
Yeah. People, you remember those Lacey Sucks t-shirts?
They have that?
People had Lacey, they used to have Lacey t-shirts that said Lacey Sucks. It was like in the 90s, I think. And I never liked that.
I never saw one.
They had them, and I was like, "What's like? That's rude and weird." I was like, "Why are you saying that?"
I think it was on your show that Sam Miller was on one time, and
yeah.
he said that the freeway was built right through downtown Lacey.
Oh.
And that makes a lot of sense, like how Lacey is like just like kind of sprawled out and like doesn't really have a central location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People say downtown Lacey is Fred Meyer.
Oh yeah. Midtown Lacey. That's what I heard. I think it's a new thing. They're trying to say it's Midtown.
Oh yeah, but you know that Fred Meyer, like Slater Kenny's zone, that's kind of downtown though. I mean, it makes some sense.
Yeah. It's by the bus.
But now there's Hawks Prairie, which is kind of Lacey, but it's kind of its own thing too, which is like another downtown almost.
Costco.
Right.
Downtown.
Yeah.
Downtown is
Kinda Lacey,
Costco.
Kind of its own thing.
When you moved out, it's been Hawks Prairie has been there for a long time. Like when
That's right.
Yeah, when I mean.
When I was a kid.
I remember when it was tiny though, but was it growing when you moved?
Was it growing?
Was it already like? Did you like when you before? Was Costco and stuff? All that stuff, was it there, or was Hawks Prairie still pretty small before you moved away? I don't remember. It was already pretty big.
The Costco was there.
Oh, okay. Well, I remember Hawks Prairie when I was a little kid. I lived pretty close to there, and there was nothing out there.
Yeah, the warehouse.
That's big. But they finally changed the name of the Oriental Market. Only recently.
Did they?
Only within the last couple of years. And they changed it to Asian Market. Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, but it took them a long time.
If I can remember. Otherwise, I'll be calling it Hawks Prairie.
Yeah. Well, we only have a few minutes left. Do you have anything you want to say before the show's over?
But the Oriental Market, that's what it's called now.
Are you watching the impeachment process?
Yeah, I've seen some of it.
Mr. Ginsu is a supporter.
I can't stand watching it all.
Yeah.
It's fucking...
Yeah?
Oh,
you think he didn't do it or whatever he's accused of?
Well, to a point.
What is he accused of anyway? Colluding with the Russians?
Something. However, his intention is another thing. I don't even believe some of it. Some of it's totally fucking hearsay. It's like, what the fuck?
He held up a bunch of military like funding for Ukraine, and said, hey, Ukraine, like the new president of Ukraine, hey, investigate the Bidens because the Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's son, has like ties to a gas company in Ukraine. Is it a gas company? Well, basically,
there was an oil company who worked for oil gas. Yeah.
yeah. So basically, he was like holding funding to get this announcement that like Ukraine was.
They're accusing him of holding funding.
He was holding the funding.
They're accusing him of.
Well, the funding got held up, and the administration is responsible for holding up the funding.
But
well, it's a lot more complicated than sexual intercourse.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. The show's over.
Did you just say somebody had sexual intercourse on the show?
I was talking about Bill Clinton. It sounds a lot more complicated than Bill Clinton and not having sexual intercourse with Monica Lewinsky or whatever. Freddie just walked in. This end of the show. Freddie, come say hi before the show's over. Say hi to Mr. Ginsu, yeah.
Hi, Mr. Ginsu. Hi, program. Hello, friends in TV land. Hi. Did you hear that Mr. Peanut is dead?
Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Oh, Mr. Peanut. You guys want some pastries?
R.I. Peanut.
What, the cartoon character?
Yeah. The mascot, I believe. It's a mascot.
He can't die?
Somehow they killed him. I don't know.
Like cannon? Like what?
I think somebody ate him. Is that
what? Well, I don't know. On that note, here's the credits. I don't know what that. What?
Sad day.
Like drinking beer. You drink a beer and you call it one dead soldier. It's like Mr. Peanut. You eat Mr. Peanut every time you fucking...
They're retiring a lot of cartoon character mascots anyway. We're on TC Future Times 11:30 and 2 a.m. Lots of times they don't even... The Trix Rabbit's gone. Well, yeah, 360, 360, 384. It's just Trix now. It's just fruit cereal. And then Rabbit. 109 Stab number 3. Check it out. Yeah.
Ooh.
Fun Singers is a good song. Thank you.
Yeah, were those nenes?
TCTV, La Baby, Jordy Pappas,
Hawaii?
Washington, USA.
You ain't gonna see the rest of that, what happens until the Super Bowl or something?
Hell yeah, dog. Bye, Mr. Ginsu. Bye, viewers. Thank you.